Bailani. She is the best. She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
This shit so good, should be illegal. Knee round to a knee.
And she a Taurus.
Hit the back like a free throw.
I'm gonna live stream this.
That's my homegirl. Oh my gosh, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of The Queen Pen. It is your girl Brianna B, and I'm in the building. Okay. And I got my favorite person, one of my favorite people in the building, okay? We got Ray.
Hey, it's me, Ray. Brianna's favorite person. Hello.
Oh my gosh, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there, girl, but I'm doing real good. Real good.
I'm like over it today.
She should have played.
What?
Put some Summer Walker on.
Over it. Yeah, I know.
Over
oh my
it.
God, I definitely should have played it. Okay, so how you doing?
I am doing well. I am staying healthy, staying clean, staying positive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing pretty good. You know, we hanging in here.
That's good.
I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. So for anybody who's listening for the first time, this is Ray. I'm Brianna. Okay.
Hello.
Ray is my cousin and so much more. She an entrepreneur. Okay, she one of the new station managers up here at the Good News. And if you don't know about the Good News, you need to check out the Good News.
Yes,
okay,
you do.
It's plenty of different shows you can listen to.
So many.
Plenty of different shows, and it's a show for everybody. Everybody has fun up here. We a whole family is be vibes. Okay, everybody got their own thing going on.
It's dope.
You know,
it's pretty
it's
dope.
cool.
It's pretty dope.
It's
I'm not
growing.
gonna
It's
lie.
black owned.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Support
great.
support us. Okay, support
Everything.
your people.
Follow the Good News
Everything.
on Instagram, Facebook,
Yes.
anything you can. Download the app. Find us because you're not gonna regret it. So
At all.
at all.
We be having different stuff, different events.
Yeah. I mean, back when Corona wasn't, kicking our ass, but
Yeah.
But when we're back, we're back, and
When
so
we're back, we're back.
We're coming back with a bang too. So
Coming back with
excited.
the live shows and everything.
Yes.
Period.
Period.
Okay, so hot seat.
Okay.
You ready?
Like, all right.
Is you ready?
I'm ready as I'm gonna be. You didn't prep me for this, so
Okay.
let's just go.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and
All
you
right.
gotta answer them with your first minds.
Okay.
Think about it.
All right.
You know.
Okay.
Okay. Number one, what scares you?
Oh crap. Okay. The first thing I thought was spiders, just because I'd be killing them. But like they are scary. But I'm like, if we talking like longevity, I would say like the future kind of scares me a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah,
What about the future?
I think it's like change and just like the unawareness of what's happening.
Like the unknown.
Yeah, it's just like walking into that. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's going to happen regardless, but I can't say that it does not bring me fear. But I'd be excited. It's like a scary fear. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Okay. Number two, what's your most played song on your playlist to date?
Ooh, okay.
I need some songs to add to the playlist.
Today, okay, so this is probably gonna sound real weird, but I really have been like playing Chloe and Halle's "Do It" song. Have you heard it yet?
I don't think so.
It's a really good song.
How do you say her name? Is Chloe and Haley or Chloe?
I call her Halle. Like I could be mispronouncing her name this whole time. My bad, girl. But I call her Halle. Chloe and Halle.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do really good.
They
like,
do.
Especially like live. I think I saw one of their videos.
Their vocals are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like their harmonies, just the way they can like match with each other. They're really like, they're so beautiful. It's just like, so gorgeous. Their voices.
That's times where I wish I had like a twin sister or a sister in general.
Right.
Like, that we could do stuff together.
Right.
Like,
Good.
okay. Number 3. Broke, good dick, or trash, rich dick.
Okay. Are we talking good in the bedroom or good everywhere else? Do I want to have fun outside of the bedroom, or do I want to have a great time in the bedroom? I can't meet in the middle.
No.
It's one or the other.
It's one or the other.
Okay, this is not an easy one. How trash we talking? Like, can I teach him?
I don't know. No
teaching.
You can't teach him.
He's just gonna stay trash no matter how many times.
Trash. It's just trash.
Just completely trash.
But he rich though. He got money. He flooded with money. Okay,
he's like, okay, just
and
flooded
he
with
generous
money.
too. Like, not only do he got money, because you know sometimes like dudes be having money, but they be stingy.
Yeah, but they be stingy.
These girls be like, oh, he got money, but he ain't never gave her nothing.
Yeah.
You.
Okay, and so I know this is quick, but this is like we really got to dive into this question real quick. Okay, and then the broke guy, can he get money? Like, or is he just gonna stay?
He just gonna stay broke. He just broke. He just broke, but it's just bomb. Like, he got the he got the Comcast remote size, okay, and it's bomb. You know how to work. You know how to work it.
Don't judge me. Okay, I'm gonna say, because I got my own money, I could take care of myself.
The broke one.
I may have to go with broke one for now. And we just gonna have to figure out his finances. But also, no, we can. Trash is something different though. He got money though. Can I plead the fifth?
You sure can.
I'm gonna go ahead and plead the fifth. I'm gonna wait on this one. I'm gonna think about it and I'm gonna get back to you.
We're gonna come back at the end.
I really can't choose right now.
Yeah.
The way my life is set up.
We're gonna come back.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Okay.
Definitely cold.
Forgive or forget?
Forgive.
Okay. Do you believe in luck?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
I do believe in luck.
Okay. So like, what is the words I'm looking for? Law of attraction kind of thing. I kind of feel like that falls into like the luck type of thing.
Right.
Okay.
Right time, right place. If you bring it to yourself, it can happen. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Okay. You're stranded on an island. What 3 items are you bringing? You only get 3 items.
Okay. I am bringing a knife. I'm bringing a Bible, because we're going to have to pray off this island. We're just going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And I'm assuming there's water on this island because it's an island. And a blanket.
You can bring anything.
I know, anything, and these are the things that I choose. Because I'm like, I don't want to bring a phone.
She's like, in a blanket?
Right.
I am not going to be cold, okay?
I'm not going to be cold. Only because I'm like, okay, should I bring a phone? But that's going to die. I'm like, if anything, I mean, like, I could start a fire with the stuff that I have there. I don't know. I think I would think like something to protect myself, the Bible, and like so we can make sure things like stay. If I die, it's good. Yeah. And then a blanket, because I'm not trying to like die of like hypothermia. Yeah. But also I can burn the blanket if I need to.
Oh, I like that.
Or use it as a hammock, use it as a bed. Like, if we're going to be on this island for a minute, I'm going to need some things.
I wonder what I would bring.
Yeah. What would you bring? I'm like...
Probably some matches.
Okay.
Because then I could just light up anything with that. Exactly. Good big box of matches.
Right, just a big, huge box.
Yes.
Unlimited box of matches.
Probably something that I can like, something from IKEA where I can construct some type of like.
Okay. You plan to be on this island for a while, but
you own it for a while.
For a minute. Yeah. You try to set up camp.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up camp. You know,
go ahead and have IKEA deliver there.
Yes.
So, okay. All right. We could go ahead and put in the order to IKEA.
It got to come with the tools, too.
Right,
included,
exactly.
You know? So I ain't got to be, worried about the tools and stuff.
Okay.
But, what else? Probably like a cooler.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. What we putting in the cooler?
Because, you know, when I catch the fish and stuff like that,
okay,
I don't know how I'm
wanna-
going to do that because I don't know how to go fishing.
But, you know.
But I'm going to
figure
work it out.
Exactly.
And then I can put them in the cooler.
Okay.
Now, I need ice for that cooler, so I got to
you
figure out
do.
that part.
You know? I was going to ask you some of them questions, but I didn't, you know. I'm going to let you figure that one out.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
You try to save
I
fish
was
for
going
the
to say,
next
like, my
day.
phone and, like, Wi-Fi, like a Wi-Fi
Right.
portable kind of thing. Then I can contact somebody.
Right, exactly. And so whenever I hear this question, I'm like, I need more context to the question because I'll be thinking like we're stranded on an island and we're stuck there and we can't get off, like we're trying to ask for help. Because then, of course, I would bring a phone or something to call for help.
Right.
But if it's like we're just stranded and we got no phone, no nothing, that's gonna die.
Probably
no
need some of them little
service.
things to the little, the sparklers.
Oh, like the little
The little
fire things to like signal.
Yeah.
Probably that.
Probably
Yeah.
need something like that.
Something like that. Honestly, if I get stuck on an island, just don't expect me to come back. Cause I'm
I'ma love it there.
honest. Like,
Okay. Let me set up shop, okay?
come visit
And
me.
some weed. Let me get
Come visit me.
some weed
We'll
and
have
some.
some
I
fun.
can roll up. I can roll up
Exactly.
with the little leaves.
You know, just a little
Something
bit.
like that.
Just a little bit.
Maybe not that. Maybe like the little what is the little thingy?
Oh, like little pens.
The little pen. There we go. Got it forever.
But then you gotta charge the pen.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Some of them are you don't have to charge though.
But you gotta find a battery for the pen, like an extra cartridge.
No, some of them already. Some of them are just
Really?
disposable. Like you
Oh.
can just use it and then
Okay.
I would have to get a whole
Exactly.
bunch of those.
So then I'm like, just bring a whole bag of it, a whole bunch, and then you just like, you know.
I'm done. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, what's in your spend the night bag? Spend the
Okay.
night. Spend the night.
Spend a night. Spend a night. So I have an extra pair of underwear. I have some washcloths. I have an extra pair of clothes. It's in my car. I have extra condoms. I have a toothbrush, deodorant, a hairbrush, a little spray bottle.
Okay.
Just because, like, I gotta get my hair back right.
Mm-hmm.
And then just some lip gloss and a little eyelash, like a mascara.
Okay.
I'll be prepared. Like,
Yes.
it is in my car currently.
Oh, okay. All in the trunk.
It's in there. It stays in there. It stays in there. That's my
Yes.
car bag.
Yes. Well, I might name that episode. What's in your spend the night bag? Spend the night.
Spend a night.
Spend a
Spend a
night.
night.
AKA the whole bag.
The whole bag. The whole bag. My mom calls it a gypsy bag.
Okay.
So,
I like that.
yeah.
Gypsy bag.
Calls it a gypsy bag.
Ooh.
Yeah. She'd be like, oh, you finna go play gypsy? And I'm like, oh, you don't know. Yeah. That's what I do.
I'm done. Okay. Would you rather have someone hand you $1 million or hand you over their $1 million company? So, example, Gucci was like, I want you to have this company. I want you to run it. Louis, something like that. Which one?
I would take the $1 million company. Because to me, I'm thinking $1 million, like, yeah, like that's a lot of money currently right now. But if you have a business and you run it right, that's going to serve you more purposes than one.
Yeah.
So you can make that million back 1 million times over if you do it right.
Smart. Okay, that was a trick question.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? That was a trick
About
question.
it. Gotta think about it. I'm all about longevity. So
But
let's do that.
also, if you did take the $1 million, you could flip that. If you know how to flip money,
you could.
you could flip that
You
a million
could.
ways.
You could. This is true. You could. And I'm thinking like
With the $1 million, with somebody else's company, you gotta relearn. You gotta learn all the ins and out of that company.
This is
to make
true.
it grow even more.
This is true, but if it's $1 million company already, it means that there are things that are already working in set in stone. So you're just learning and just adapting to that and adding your own spin to it. I personally think I'm a good spinster when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the company. Plus, I like working with teams and having teams under me, so we can do that.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And then number 10. What's your favorite time of the day?
Mine is probably like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
It's very specific.
That is very specific. That's why I'm like, what? Okay.
Very specific. It is the time that I have the most energy and I'm the most creative at that time. So I would say my favorite time is that time. I don't know. It's just something about like that time where everyone's asleep. Everyone is just like, the whole world is like doing their own thing, and I'm able to just be in my own space and just not have to worry about anything. And the internet's pretty much off because everybody's off of it. Like, you know, it's just a nice nugget of time.
Right.
And I just like get the most work done at 3 a.m. So
Okay.
I do like that time.
All right. What is mine? I want to say 8 o'clock a.m.
8, okay. That's early.
It is early. I am an early bird. I am not a morning person like that, but I'm an early bird.
Okay. I have to work on that. I am not a morning person at all. I try, and I'm grumpy until about 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So, but I know that there are certain things that I have to learn to be a morning person and, get more done in the day. So, but I hate the mornings. I'd rather sleep through it. Completely.
I like to sleep, and I'd rather sleep through them too. But to be honest, I feel like I only say 8 a.m. because I feel like that's the most, like, that's when I get stuff done.
Okay.
Like, I can wake up in the morning and, like, have something to do on my computer. If I got something to do, I'll do it at that.
Yeah.
After the morning time, don't ask me to do nothing else.
I feel you, though. Like, I understand that because, like, when I do have to wake up early for a meeting or something like that, or I'm just like, all right, let's get up and do something. In the morning, I am the most productive. Yeah. Like, it just happens. Like, I'm just like, all right, let's get through this because I don't want to be doing this no more, and I'm not trying to do it all day.
Exactly.
But then my procrastination kicks in, and then I'm like, okay, so 8 a.m. turned to 8 p.m., and now we're at the next day.
Major procrastinator.
Oh,
my God.
It's one of the devil's friends. Honestly. I hate it.
The devil's homie.
Okay.
You did good.
Oh, thank you. Sorry I didn't answer that one question. I really can't. I've been thinking about it, too. I'm just like, I just can't. So I'm going to have someone meet me in the middle and be teachable and be able to make some money, too. Okay. I just need someone to be able to learn. So if there's no room for learn, I'd rather just not choose either.
Okay.
I'll fuck myself, honestly.
So, how has being in self-quarantine been for you? What have you been doing?
I've been productive for the most part. This last month, I did definitely take some time for myself to just, like, breathe and allow this time to just really, do what I think it's meant to do, which is kind of reset and recharge and, like, get people in a different mindset. So I allowed that to happen this time. And mind you, when this all first happened, I was like, oh, we off for some weeks? I mean, like, granted, everything had fallen. Like, everybody lost their jobs, myself included. Like, I was just like, okay, what am I going to do for money? Like, what's going on? Me, like, owning a small business, I'm just like, well, what the heck do I do now? Like, I just really didn't know what was going to happen. And I was just really frustrated and just like, all right, well, don't let that stop you. Start doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I, like, made a whole bunch of web pages. I got, like, all my back stuff in order. And was just like, all right, well, I'm going to, like, launch all my dreams now. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to do all these things. And I'm going to come out of this quarantine, like, on top of everything, like the best anyone's ever seen. And then I pushed myself super hard and I just went full throttle, like, let's go. And then I burnt out, like, really quickly. And I was just like, what happened? Like, you have all this time to do all these things. Like, why couldn't you get that done? And I was just like, all right, Ray, well, you're going to be here for a while. So
right,
let's take a rest. Let's breathe a little bit. Let's kind of try and figure some things out. And so I kind of did the opposite of, like, being productive in my work wise and started more being productive in, like, my mental health state and kind of just like been inward with my thoughts and kind of been like a lot of meditation, a lot of thinking about things, kind of really trying to, like, center myself and really, really trying to understand, like, all right, Ray, like, you have nothing else to do right now. You can't go nowhere, can't be outside, can't be with your friends to distract you. Like, you just have you. So what do you do? And so that's kind of what I've been doing. It's been a lot of binge watching television, which has been interesting. But it's been a lot of writing. Like, I do a lot of writing now. It's been very nice. Yeah. Lots of writing, lots of, like, reading articles, lots of reading books, lots of watching TV, but also a lot of dreaming. A lot of, like, trying to really, like, center myself and figure out where this new person out of this is going to be. Like, who am I going to be when this is all done? Yeah. And so it's going to be just a different me. And so I've learned to accept that part. Because, like I said earlier, like, one of my biggest fears is the future. And it comes along with, like, being changed, like, changing and stuff. Because when things are, like, a certain way, I like them to stay a certain way. But, you can't grow with that. So it's been really battling that of, like, all right, let's prepare for change and how can we make that change happen? So it's just been a lot of, like, prepping for that and, like, what do you actually want to do with your life and how can we move forward? Like, realistically think about the future and don't let it scare you. Like, plan for it. So it's been a lot of that and a lot of, like, centeredness.
I like like I talk about that all the time up here now. I feel like since we've been in quarantine, it's just like the meditation, really becoming one with yourself. Like I was doing that before, right? But it's like turned up like times 20 now, and I just see it as a blessing. Like it just feels so good to be able to sit down and take a moment. Yeah. At first, when it all first started happening, it was like, damn, like what am I gonna do? Like you worried about, you know, if you lost your job, how am I gonna get another one? Right. That was like my stress at first. And then I was like, you know what? I was saying that I didn't want to work at this job no more. Exactly. Like, and now I have this opportunity to just relax. Yeah. Let me just relax. Exactly. Let me just go and do normal people stuff. Apply for unemployment. Let's just, you know, take a break. Take a breather. It's okay. So, especially in like the writing part, I've been taking out my journal every single day. Right. Same. And just writing my thoughts, writing what I feel. Right. It just feels so much better. Oh my gosh. And I always tell people too, like, any bad thoughts that you have, write them down. Anything, like, just write it down. Just write it down. Get it out. It just makes you feel so good.
And it releases that energy.
It does.
Like, it's like actually writing it out. It kind of like lets it go for you in a sense. Like, I feel like when you don't write it out or you don't even speak it out, like, verbally, you just keep all that energy pent up and it just recycles in your head or it formulates in a different way and it comes to your body in some kind of way. Yeah. So writing it, speaking about it, doing something to get that out, like it's definitely a great thing.
And then you also have to remind people that just because we have all this time doesn't mean that you have to be doing something.
Exactly. Like, you could just not do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing.
It's okay to not do nothing. That's what I had to realize. It's okay to just be sitting down.
Exactly.
Because I'm a busybody. I'll be...
Same. I am busy. I'm like, literally, this is the most my parents or my mom has seen me at home. Like... in a minute, like because I'm like, if it's not this, it's that. I literally will have a whole day and schedule that whole day away because I'm just like, I don't like being still. Like I'm like, I like speaking to people, I like talking to people, I like doing stuff. So I'm like, we going here, and like they never see me. For a minute there, for like months, it was like I would leave at like probably like 10 a.m. and I wouldn't come home till like midnight, 12, 3 a.m. Like they didn't see me. So now it's a lot of me being at home and being still, and they're like, oh yeah, hey, and I'm like, hi, I'm still here. I don't you still here too, so but I like being busy, so this is definitely a change.
It's been cool though.
It's been cool. I've been seeing more of the positive side than the negative, even though there's a lot of negative. But I have been like, being more positive about it because, like you said earlier, like you wanted to quit your job anyway, and this kind of pushed you in that direction. Exactly. I'm like, for me, I was like, I want to sit down and actually figure out my life, and guess what I'm doing? Like, so it's just. It's a blessing in disguise. Yeah. I told my sister the other day, I was just like, I had prayed for time to be still. I'm like, I know if it was going to work on this maximum of a level, like, sorry, but you have to be thankful for what you've been given. So.
I can't imagine how many people was sitting there saying, like, dang, I'm tired of this job. Dang, I don't want to work no more. And then now.
Everybody hated their job. Everybody did.
And now we like, do you see how clear the area is outside?
Right. I be like looking at LA from my backyard, and I'm like, I can actually see the buildings.
It's crazy.
Like, that's crazy.
Crazy as hell.
Beautiful, but crazy.
Have you ever been like in a moment or something happens and you like, oh, that's why. Or you just start piecing stuff together and you like, oh my God. I'm finding myself catching the clock at the same times all the time.
Okay.
And I look them up, the angel numbers. Yeah. And stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, like this is crazy. Like all my mind is, all of that. Like I'm always sitting, I'm like, dang, that's why. And I also find myself like always over stressing myself. And then when that problem that I was stressed about is resolved, just naturally, I'll be like, girl, you was over here stressed.
For what?
For what? For what? For absolutely nothing. Because now I ain't stressed no more. Now I feel good. I was stressed out.
But it's always at the end of that where you're just like, why were you tripping? But when you're in that,
when you're in that, whole different story.
You're like, all right, what we got to do? There's a bridge I could jump.
Whole different story.
But we can go ahead and not do that. Because this too shall pass. Like, you have to keep reminding yourself that this is just a space in an area, like, and you will get through this part too. And all this that's happening right now, all of us are going to get past this. As long as we stay clean, and wash our hands. Because that's very important. So, Wash your hands, people.
Don't touch your face and stuff when you
Or yeah, don't touch your face. Don't pick your nose. Don't put your hands.
Let me tell you something. Amazon Prime been at an all-time high. Okay, anything I need, anything essential has just.
I'm quick to push that button. I'm an order. Go ahead and send it to my house. And then the whole Amazon boycott happened, and I was just like,
wait, what?
Yeah, they've been boycotting Amazon. Yeah. Because
I heard about that.
Jeff Bezos became he's going to become a trillionaire because of all of this.
Oh, and then he handed it down to his.
I didn't hear about that part. He hadn't done.
Is it the Amazon that it was like his wife has a percentage of?
Oh well, he divorced her, and she got a percentage. Yeah,
okay.
But him still by himself, he's about to become a trillionaire, like in his money, in his revenue. But then he also, from what I read, he's taken away money from all the employees, in this time, they have been getting extra pay. And so now he's taking that away, but he's still making all this money. So everybody's like, well, boycott Amazon, right?
Why is he taking their money?
We don't know. People love money. So, but we don't know. We don't know. But
I know he has trillions of employees.
Trillions, girl. Trillions. Billions, millions, all the numbers that you can think of. He got them in his way in some kind of capacity. So everybody's like, okay, boycott Amazon. Let's stop this from happening. But I'm like, Amazon has made themselves an essential business in our lives. You literally can go on Amazon and get whatever you want cheaper. Sometimes faster. I could order something today and it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even in this. So it's real hard to do that. But I understand what they're saying. But it's I still be ordering.
Listen, if it ain't what my money is, with somebody else.
Right. I'm I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. So I just had a birthday.
Yes, you did.
What my little hand clap?
Can you hear it?
Hey, your girl.
It's a birthday.
Your girl is 25.
Hey.
Okay, 25.
25.
Okay, this fine apple is over here.
Yes. Being all fine and beautiful at 25. You better let them know. Yes.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. But yeah, I turned 25.
Okay.
And I'm just super happy because you know what? Now I can go rent a car if I want to. If I go out of town without the extra fees. What else? Oh, the insurance goes down. What are you waving at? Oh, girl. Look, I looked over here
Jackie waved on the live, so I waved back.
Y'all, her phone is up on this thing, and she waved at it, and I'm like, hold on.
She thought I was
Listen, I don't do ghosts, okay? That's one thing I don't do. I'm about to get up so fast.
Y'all should have seen the way Bree, just... the way Bree just jumped in this chair right now. I'm dead.
Show over.
Right, all right, pack it up. Let's go.
Girl, I was about to grab everything. I was about to grab everything and be out. Okay. Girl.
Oh, sorry,
my God.
Sorry. But you 25. You 25.
I'm 25. My car insurance, all insurance is just car insurance go down. Insurance is going down, okay? Insurance is going down. What else? I'm halfway to 30.
Not halfway.
I am halfway
5 years
30.
away. Honestly, it creeps up. I feel you on that.
Yeah, because you just turned 26.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Don't remind me.
Everybody that I know is 29. I'm like, damn. I can't imagine that feeling of oh, I'm about to be 30.
Right.
And your life ain't where you want it to be at.
Exactly.
If it's not, it's just.
And so I will say to that, because even though I'm finna say this point, I will also say that I am still crap. 30's finna be here in no time. But I do appreciate all the things I've been seeing on the media for people who are 30, who haven't really who are not where they want to be, but also in a great place.
Yeah.
I think I'm also surrounded by a lot of people who are also in their 30s or who just turned 30 who are doing great things. And I'm like, okay, it's starting not to be as scary because I guess I'm starting to meet realistic people who are in their 30s. And it's all right, I guess it's not that bad. I think still in the back of my head, I'm like, you're going to be 30.
I think it scares people that don't have anything going on at all.
Yeah.
So I just know people who, I won't say like doing nothing, but they're just, you know how everybody out in LA basically is trying to pursue some type of dream.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
You rarely meet somebody that's just wants to work a regular job.
Exactly.
The rest of their life.
Yeah.
So when you do meet those people that actually just, they have dreams and goals, but they're not working towards them, and they're just working these jobs, and then they realize like, oh shit, I'm almost 30 and I haven't worked on my dreams.
Right.
But all my friends have.
Right.
So now I'm looking at them, and now I feel like I'm just a failure because, you know, stuff like that. What I will say to that is that people just need everybody move at your own pace.
Move at your own pace.
Because just because your friend is successful at this, you know,
That
and
is
what
a
they're
lesson.
doing.
That is a lesson.
Doesn't mean that
I'm
you
like,
need
if
to
you
be.
take nothing from today,
Yeah.
move at your own pace.
Move at your own pace.
Because
Don't be looking at everybody else and be
can't.
worried about what everybody else got going on.
It's so easy to compare yourself to everybody.
It is.
It's so
especially
easy to do
on
it.
the internet.
Especially on the internet.
Especially, I'll be looking at all these influencer girls, and I've never not once been like, I mean, of course, you have those times where you're like, dang, like, if you're looking at their
Right.
life, you be like, oh, but then you have to realize that probably isn't even really their life.
Honestly,
These
it's
people
not
get
their
paid
life.
to post half of this
Exactly.
stuff. They show you the good parts.
They show you only the good parts.
Right.
Only the good parts. No one's showing the bad stuff. And if they are showing the bad stuff, they're getting paid to show the bad stuff.
Oh, my God.
So it's like, you know, everything that we see is fake and it's glamorized. And it's like, you know, it's a beautiful picture, but it's not the whole picture.
Yeah.
So you have to also remember to, like you said, move at your own pace.
Move
like,
at
you
your
know,
own pace.
I have a big I can't even speak. A big trouble like that, like comparing myself to other people, because I'm just like, oh, well, they're doing this, like I should be here. And it's like, no, you shouldn't. You should be exactly where you are, moving towards your own goals. Like for me, like I am doing something that none of my friends are doing right now. Like, you know, they all are in their jobs and they already have all their like security and all that jazz, married and all that all that crap. Not crap, it's great things.
Yeah.
I love that they are in those places.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and those are things that they've wanted and that they've achieved. But me myself, like, you know, I'm like, I don't necessarily want that on a whole different avenue than them. So my street, or what is it, my road is not going to look the same as them.
Exactly.
Like, you know, so I can't compare that, oh, they're already here and I'm not there, when they're not trying to be where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, we're just on two different paths. So, you know, I had to learn that too.
Yeah.
It's hard though. It's not an easy lesson to learn
At all.
and
it's hard to not compare yourself. I won't sit here and be like,
Yeah.
I've never compared myself to anybody, because there are times where I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be looking at people, I'll be like, dang. Like, sometimes I'll be looking at Ari, the real Kyle sister.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, girl,
why
like,
how
I want all these wigs.
I
Why
want
can't I make my wigs every day?
I want everything. I'm like, I want it all. I want it all for free.
For free.
For free. I don't want to pay for nothing. I really don't. Like,
At
it's
all.
like my heart's desire to have free stuff.
Exactly.
But I'm at the point where I have to pay for everything. So
Right.
it's okay.
We're going to get to those points.
We're going to get to those points. Oh,
it's-
believe me, we're getting
it's-
there.
we're getting
it's
there.
coming. It's just right now.
Right.
I would like it to be free.
Right.
So,
Free 99.
free 99. So if y'all know any free things,
Oh, my God.
let us know.
Okay.
We want them.
Oh, my gosh. What else is new? Oh, I'm going home.
Okay.
I'm excited.
When you leaving?
June. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
the date because
Yeah,
I don't
please
want
don't.
everybody to be like, ah.
Don't do that.
No,
We're
I'm
like,
going.
what's your ticket information? What airport are you leaving from?
What airport? Right.
What seat are you in?
I'm
Let me
not.
know.
I'm not saying no other things other than June.
Okay.
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 And I'm gonna stay out there for a couple weeks. I don't
Okay.
know. I got a one way, so
Okay.
I'm gonna come back. But
Are you coming back?
no, I am gonna come back because I know
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I know I like my own
Okay.
space. And
Okay,
I like,
okay.
Everybody else is out there. They probably working
Yeah.
and all this type of stuff. I don't want to be.
Are they opened out there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
okay.
one of the reasons why.
You said that's why I gotta go
I
because
said-
I gotta.
I'm tired of it. I'm
Yeah,
tired of
I'm
just
going home
all
where
this
they're
extra.
open.
Yes. Let's go somewhere where it's opened and we can
Okay.
have fun and turn up.
Yeah. Okay.
Ain't nobody got the time.
nobody got
I'm not sitting here
time.
another month with this.
I feel you.
No.
I feel you. If I had somewhere to fly, you know, I probably wouldn't because I'm a little germaphobe.
Oh my
but-
gosh, yes. And branding. We were talking about that before
Yes,
the show
we were.
started.
Yes.
I'm rebranding. The reason why y'all haven't really been seeing me post like that is because I've been rebranding my whole image, my whole self, my everything.
Yes.
And
It
just
looks
taking
great.
my time with it because I just want people to look at my brand and me and be like, oh yeah, that's her. That's all her. They know exactly whose it is. They know, the content, all of that stuff is gonna be not completely changed, but just different.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's coming and it looks good. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm just excited for you to share it with the world because it looks bomb, girl.
Thank you, girl. And since I got you here, let's talk about it a little bit. So you already an entrepreneur, okay?
Am.
Bossapreneur. You know, all of that. So tell my listeners, like, a little bit about your business, like what you do,
Okay. how
you got started,
Okay.
you know, all that.
So I like to think of myself as a content creator. I would say that that's the overhead of what I do. I currently own just like a small boutique content agency. So what that is I make like photos and videos for different people. I also create brands and branding packages, as well as like graphic design, kind of like everything that you need to start a successful business and get your name out there. I do for you. So that's pretty much the gist. How that started was because I was already a photographer. I've been doing photography for about 10 years now. I started in high school.
Okay.
Like 9th grade. So yeah. We're about to approach 11 years. So I've been doing photography for all that time, and I love it. I just love being able to like take a picture and like give people that memory. So then when I went to college, and I'm a PR major in college, I majored in communications and stuff like that, I realized that I could start making money doing that. So I started charging people for my work and everything like that, and they started paying for it. And I was like, wow, like, you're gonna pay me for this? I love money, so please give me more. And so then after college, I kind of just was like, all right, well, what are we gonna do? I attempted to go through the whole like route of corporate and kind of like doing all that stuff, but I really just wanted to create stuff for people, whether that be events, because I also am an event coordinator, like, you know, whether that be events, whether that be graphics for different people. I really wanted to do it all for everyone. Like, I've always just loved being like a one-stop shop for people. Like, just come to me with your idea and I'll turn it into something for you. And I just love being a part of that process for people. And so that's when I was just like, hey, like, well, why don't you just do this yourself and just make it that? And so that's when I started my company, which is called The Candidex. And we started officially in 2018. Yes. So we have been open for about 2 years, or 2.5 years. So don't quote me on no math. But yeah, and so people come see me and they ask me for all their stuff, and they're like, hey, like, literally I had someone the other day who was like, Ray, I want to start like a academy for mental health. And so she just bought me the idea, and I just made her a logo and everything like that, and she's gonna launch it in the fall. So it's just something like as quick as that, where I'm like, you have an idea and I love to bring it to life for you. So
I love that.
That's what I do.
Y'all better holla at your girl, okay?
Holla at your girl.
Because you know I will.
Please do. We can make you do
I
some
have
great
so
things.
many different plans and different. We're gonna talk about it all for
We
this
shall.
show.
I'm
I have
ready.
So many different ideas.
I'm so excited.
mine.
You just let me know.
Yeah.
And yeah, so a little bit of that, and then obviously like the photography side. So I just do like different events and stuff like that. But yeah, that's my business.
Listen, somebody needs to hear that.
Yes.
I know that. They're like, hold on, what's the? Where can they find you real quick again?
Okay,
one time.
so you can find me at thecandidex.com as well as at thecandidex on Instagram, or you can follow my personal page at Raise on .com and the internet. Wow, the internet. And Instagram. Just all of it. It's very all like they all link together. So if you find one, you'll find them all. So yeah,
I love it. All right. So before we gonna get into the bulk of this,
okay.
So many different things that I've been wanting to talk about. Okay, so many different things. The first one is Boosie.
Yeah,
Boosie bad. The first one is Boosie. Okay, for anybody who's listening and did not hear about Boosie, which you should have, you're on Instagram if you're following. First of all, I just want to say that I'm so disappointed in him because I just really wanted to go to his house, but now I don't know if I want to go to his house no more.
Doing all that. Not if you're doing all that.
Not if you're doing all of that.
You're doing all that.
So I'm gonna play this clip before I start talking about it because yeah. I just like randomly click something, so hopefully this works. Hopefully it works.
Right. I'm training them boys right. Ask in there my nephew. Ask in them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got head. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I got my fucking son dick sucked.
Oh.
You fucking right.
Oh, you
Yes,
got
I'm
corona?
wrong
He
with
got that coronavirus.
Super
Stop
wrong.
worried about his son and go get checked out.
Right, ask in there my my nephew. Ask
Wait, did I start
ask my
over?
son.
Yeah, it just restarted.
Yeah.
Right.
They were 12, 13. They got head. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Hell yeah, I got my fucking son dick sucked. You fucking right. Yes, a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown. Checked his ass out.
Yeah.
Checked all my nephews out. Super grown. Is she grown? She checked me out.
Did he say fishy?
I know what the fuck she did to them.
I don't know.
She checked me out, that bitch.
Don't it just make it like as we're
I'm
just
getting a-
listening to this, it just make your face do the little
The cringe, the
cringe look.
It's just
like
ugh.
what?
Ugh.
Like
it's hard to listen to.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Thoughts, feelings?
I am disgusted.
Okay.
I think I'm more so disgusted by the whole thing. Not even more so. I'm disgusted by the whole thing. I don't think that he should be setting up his sons like that. I do think that that is a form of assault. Like, I think it should be handled as that. I do understand that, like, kids will be kids and they will explore their sexualness in their own time. I don't think it should be something that is pushed upon them. And I don't think that that is the proper way to do it. I think as a parent, like, I'm disgusted. Like, I'm like thinking about it, I'm just like, this is nasty. Even the woman, like, I can't think, like, her in her right mind, a grown woman, you want to suck a little 12-year-old dick. Like, how are you okay with that? Which makes me think, okay, some mental health things are happening here.
Yes, that's definitely a
like,
mental health issue.
This is definitely a mental health issue. Like, and I just don't understand why he is so boastful about it, why he's so proud about it, as if, like, oh yeah, like, that's the normal. Maybe that's his normal, but maybe he should be checked out about that. Yeah. Like, because this is not okay. It makes me also think about him, like, if this is how you feel about your kid, like, what happened to you? Like, it makes me think about all that. Because I don't think any kind of sexual act should be forced upon a child. Yeah. Like, at all. Regardless. At all. Like, hard no.
And then we wonder why, like, kids grow up and be a certain type of way.
Exactly.
Because, and then it's, you look at it, he thinks it's okay.
Right.
His son might, I don't know, he might pretend it's okay. I don't know. He might be of age to know that maybe that's what he wants. I don't know. You just never know how people's thought process is.
Right.
But from the outside looking in, it's like, that's still a child.
That is still a child.
And at the end of the day, I just know when me being that age, if I was 12 and I grew up and I start having issues, or if I have issues as a male with women, and I know where it stemmed from. Oh, my dad was getting I was molested when I was. Exactly. And you might not have looked at it as molest.
No,
when you're
it's a door being open, like, and I will say again that, like, at 12 and 13. I remember being in 8th grade, and sex is kind of all you talk about. Like, it is, at that age, you are starting to develop these feelings, and you're starting to feel a certain type of way. You want to touch a little something, you want to do a little something. But I think that should happen normally and within his age group.
Right.
On his own terms, on his own time.
Yeah.
I don't think you should hire someone or get them off the street, wherever she came from.
Right. And
have them do that to that little boy. So now he's looking at older women like that's what you're meant for. Like, like, you're still developing a child's mind.
Exactly.
Like, and so now he's gonna grow up thinking, like, well,
and he probably just gonna only want older women at this point.
Exactly.
He's probably in that, like, I just want older women.
And now you done taken another black man away from us.
Like, right. I don't want nobody my age.
Right. Exactly. It just sets up for so many mental issues further down, so many sexual issues that he's gonna have to navigate or not know how to navigate properly because he's been exposed to this.
And he's been getting a lot of heat, which he should.
As he should.
And my thing is like, you have so much to say about Dwayne Wade's son.
So much to say.
Daughter, actually, now.
Had so much to say.
So much to say.
So much to say.
But now that you under heat, you ain't got nothing to say.
Nothing. And it's just like, people will parent how they parent now. I don't see, because I'm like, I don't think that what Dwayne Wade did with his daughter now, it was wrong. He just allowed him to have a choice, her to have a choice. But again, her choice, or but But this is just, it's different. I don't think it's in the same category.
It's not the same category.
It's not even the same category.
Did you see on the internet how they were trying to compare the two? They were like, "Oh, who house you staying at?" It's like,
it's
obviously Dwayne Wade.
like it's
what?
not. It's just.
It's not.
There's a difference between allowing a child to express themselves how they want to express themselves, and then there's a whole other thing of actually putting this child in harm's way, like, you know, in a sense, like, you know, like you have now prepped this child to feel this type of way,
right,
and expose this child to all these things, and that's just like, what, how are you not in jail? Yeah. I'm trying to figure that out. Like,
yeah, that's the part. That's like the biggest thing. And then another part of me is just like, I'm big on minding my own business. So I'm gonna have my opinion about stuff. But at the end of the day, if that's how he want to raise his kids, that's how he want to raise them. If nothing else, if he don't get punished for it or whatever the case is, we can't say nothing about it. Because guess what? That's his offspring. That's his kid.
But he can't also be mad at the blowback that he's getting back.
You can't be mad
because you put this out there. Like
exactly.
That. Like, you know, and as a celebrity, you're always going to have eyes on you. So I just want to know at what point did he think that this was a good idea. But, you know, I don't think he was thinking with any kind of mind in general. Or that he has one.
You could tell that Boosie has like a lot of like he went through some things.
I can tell that. Not only that, I also feel like he is operating out of a child's mind.
Yes. So that's the good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Like, not only has he been through a lot, he has not developed fully, or he stopped development
you know
as a
what?
child.
I think we don't try to figure out why people do the things that they do.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest part.
Yeah.
Because we see how wrong the situation is, you know, of course. But then also, it's like, why would he do that? You know,
why
a normal person, like in their right mind,
a normal person
would know that that's wrong.
Exactly.
But something probably happened to him as a kid,
and I don't
think that that's okay.
I don't put it past him. I'm like, for all we know, this is what happened to him as a kid, which is why he feels like this is what should be happening.
Exactly.
Like, you know, and like he said, you know, his nephews and all this kind of stuff have also gone through it. So, you know, this is that. In my opinion, that toxic masculinity, how it gets passed down, because no one's teaching any of these guys the proper way to do anything, if there's a proper way. But, like, you know, it's just no one's dealing with it. No one's taking the time to deal with this stuff. They just pass it down. So the next person has this mentality too. And so I think until we actually start to address that and address how people have been raised and like address that exactly and say like, all right, you actually need to go breaking them generational curses. You actually need to go get some help for this or talk to someone about this and see how this actually structured your mindset. Then we can't, like, you know, I'm gonna judge him though.
Yeah,
I'm judging him. I'm sorry, I ain't got no right to judge him, but that was disgusting, and so I'm gonna go ahead and call it what it is, disgusting. Yeah. So Lil Boosie,
that's all I have left for that.
That's all I have.
Yeah, I'm just big on. I think that's like a very like major point is like the addressing like the generational like curses and stuff. I feel like we all as a community, we all have like to do that within our, because a lot of our families. Why is it somebody's side of the family is better than somebody else's other side
time.
All the time?
Shout out to my mom's side who stay on top. My dad's side.
Ooh, the dad's side be like,
we don't talk to the dad's side.
You know, we don't.
We love him. We love him.
You know, and people, it's always something that be going on in families and stuff, and the molestation things that happen in families that nobody wants to address.
That no one wants to address.
Just everything.
It's a lot.
Like, but it's like, why don't we want to address it? Because it's family and we don't want to.
And I think that our generation is the first generation to see it and be like, no, we're going to talk about this. Because I know, like, my mom comes from a big family and a lot of things have happened in her family. Like, you know, like, a lot of, like, we share that side of the family too. But a lot of things have happened in that family in, like, a big scale.
Right.
And things weren't talked about. They were just brushed under the rug. Like, you know, it's kind of the same reason why I think a lot of people, like, don't get married anymore, because they're starting to see, like, you know,
Oh, man.
Like, you know, like a relationship patterns.
Yeah.
And they're starting to say, I don't want that, and I don't have to have it. I can do it without it. Like, you know, and so it's like these things that we've seen our parents go through and our grandparents go through, we now have the voice and the capacity to translate it, to take it in and actually say it out loud and be like, actually, I don't have to go through that. Or actually, we're going to talk about this. Actually, this is what happened to me, and I'm going to say it out loud. Actually, I'm going to get help for that. Like, I feel like this is the first generation where therapy has become normalized, and we've accepted it. Like, no longer does going to therapy make you crazy.
Right.
Like, you know, and I feel like in my mom's time and in that generation, which was like, you know,
you was looked at like you
were crazy. Like, you might as well have been committed. And it's like, because they didn't have those things and because they weren't allowed to talk about that stuff, then they didn't know how to deal with it either.
Man, one of my friends brought to my attention, he was like, why is it that we don't know nothing about our parents? You know, you know only the surface. You don't really, I feel like, for like, my parents in general, I only know some things. Like, I know little certain stories and certain things like that, but I really only know the surface. I don't know in detail how my mom was, and, you know, as a kid, or like how high school was, or like friends that she had, or you know, stuff like that. Maybe here and there, but it's real interesting to think about. Like, we don't really know, you know. And that goes into like trying to break the generational curses. You don't know what your parents. You don't know your parents. Exactly. So you don't even know how to break that.
Exactly.
You know, so
you don't even know what's a generational curse that has been passed down to you.
Exactly.
Like,
because we don't talk about those. We don't talk about the deep conversations. Like, as an adult now, I'm like, dang, I really don't know my parents now that I think about it. I just know them as my parent.
Right.
You know, I don't know them as, because they were once my age.
Right, exactly.
You know?
We have to think about that.
It's like crazy to think about stuff like that. I'm always constantly thinking about things like that.
I feel you. I was feeling the same way until I went to counseling and I learned different ways to like get things out and talk about it. And so when I came back because I went to counseling while I was in college. So when I came back from school, like, I made my mom speak. Like, I started telling her, like, you know, you don't have to hide these things from me. Like, you know, you can talk about these things. And it turns out she needs counseling just as much as I needed counseling. And so now I feel like I have taken the space in her life as a counselor, which is weird because I'm still her daughter. So we kind of like blur lines. It gets a little crazy sometimes. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It does get a little crazy sometimes. Yeah. But I know that me asking her the same questions that was asked of me helps her process stuff that she has never been able to process before. Right. Like, things that she's never even thought to process before. I'm like, we still deal with things about like why she has the friends she has, or why she acts the way she acts, or why she feels this way. Like, you know, because essentially she takes that and she puts it on us, like her daughters, like, you know, and we have to be like, wait a minute, like, we're not the bad people here, like, you know, why do you feel like that? And then we go into that conversation, and then in that conversation I do get to learn about her patterns and like why she is the way she is. Right. So I feel like if you are not talking to your parents, maybe this is a good time to start talking to your parents, because they sometimes are just waiting to be talked to. Like, you know, I don't think we don't talk to our parents enough, like, you know, and I think we should start opening that door and allowing them to be like, hey, you know, you can't talk to me about this, especially if you have the resources to help them too. But you have to like know how to help, like, you know. Yeah. You don't want to just be opening no can of worms and then all of a sudden you're like, well, shit. Right. Well, you gonna have to check yourself in because I can't do that. Like, you know, but and that's what happened with me. So
yeah, this is so interesting. It's so
very
crazy.
interesting.
We could talk about it all day, but honestly, are we gonna do it? But are we gonna do it? And I think it's, you know what I think it is? I think it's that disconnect of like trying to, you see your parents as your parents. If you respect your parents, you see them as a parent, so you're gonna always respect them. And so you don't want to, it's kind of like you don't want to get into that personal, because you still see yourself as a child sometimes. You're like, well, I don't feel like I can ask that because that's my parent. And depending on like what kind of household you grew up in, a yes ma'am, no ma'am, this is very true. This is you. Sometimes some things
like, why you asking questions like this? Like, you shouldn't even,
you probably in fear of asking your parents about certain things about themselves because they've put this, they put themselves on this little pedestal.
And it's like, okay, but let me knock you down a few times.
But now that I'm grown, okay, why are you doing it?
Exactly.
Why are you yelling?
Why are you? I have to talk about. I'm like, why are you yelling?
Why are you yelling?
You can speak to me. You can in a normal tone. Calm down.
I demand respect.
Now I'm old enough.
I'm old enough to have.
And they be like, well, you still live in my roof, and I'm like, okay. And that's why I gotta go.
Well, none of my parents got that over me. So.
I feel you. And when they don't got it over me, you best believe I'll be like, who house you in? Who house? Who paid the bills up in here?
I bought the toilet paper over here.
Right. Who house you in? Who put food on this table? Throwing it all back. That's why.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, Boosie.
Cancel you, bye.
Parenting.
Not taking it from you.
Just, you know what?
Help yourself.
Blessings to all the parents, okay?
It's not
and
easy.
any parent who has an opinion on the Boosie thing and Lord, my son, my daughter will not never be at Boosie's house.
Will never, ever. You will never see me there. They won't even be. I'll be like, who you listening to? Okay, turn that off. We're not even supporting that man. It's going to happen, obviously, because I can't control what they listen to.
I'm not going to lie, though. Them noodles look good. Them little Louisiana noodles he got this in. Them things look good. I ain't had them yet, but they do look good.
You know what else looks good? Not putting your son in that situation.
Yeah.
But okay. All right.
You're right. You know what? I'm just curious as to how that's going to unfold.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next on the docket.
Okay,
y'all. So, I have finally watched Acrimony. When did that movie come out?
A long time ago,
Okay.
Bree. A long time ago. I want to say like 3-4 years.
And you know what it is? If it ain't on Netflix, I ain't seeing it.
Honestly, I did watch it when it came on Hulu. So I did, but this was a minute ago.
I wasn't going to go to the movies because I heard it was bad. Like, I
I
heard
heard
the
it
ending.
was bad.
I heard the ending was bad. People was like,
Yeah.
the ending was trash.
It was.
Tyler Perry. Listen, I joke a lot about Tyler Perry. But there's not one movie outside of like Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Medea's Family Reunion, anything else. I'm like, listen, I finally watched, what's the other one? Medea's Funeral?
No.
I'm
going to go ahead and say no.
It looked like a play, but they just put it on screen in 4K.
Like,
I was like, oh my gosh.
And it makes me sad that, I used to be such a big, huge Tyler Perry fan. My family is a huge fan of his. Like, we were there when the plays happened, like when the original Diary of a Mad Black play happened.
Oh my gosh.
Like that whole
Madea
time. Madea goes to jail, the play version, the family reunion, the play version.
Yes.
We've even seen him live, like the plays
Yes.
and everything like that. And then he started getting a little crazy.
Yeah.
He started going down some roads that we weren't really familiar with, and now we were a little scared of.
Acrimony
was that movie where we kind of knew that something was going on.
and I thought it was gonna be good because he used Taraji. I was like, okay, he used Taraji. She a good actress.
She a great actress,
and she's a great actress in that.
She is. She played her part.
I think it was good all the way up until the end. The boat scene threw me off. I don't know if he was trying to be funny or what.
I don't know what was happening. I was like, did she not die?
She got pushed in the water.
She got pushed in, dragged down.
She came out kind of looking dry too.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't even look wet like that. And then like when she picked up the gun, it was like jump in the water. And the people like just swam back on the boat.
Right.
Like how you just easily get back on the boat.
I'm gonna go to the other side. It was very hectic at the end. And it felt very like, let's end this movie.
It felt rushed.
Like, we done took all this time to tell you every detail of how we got here, but at the very end, let's go ahead and, like, have you seen that, like, horse drawing where it's like, the horse looks, like, super great at the beginning and the last it's like a stick figure?
Yeah.
That's how I felt this movie was.
Yeah.
Like, it was just very rushed at the end. Yeah. And it just kind of defeated the whole purpose of the movie. Like, because that's what you end with. That's what's in your mouth. Like,
my problem with his movies are that I feel like he has too much money to be so cheap. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Not with all the movies,
Yeah.
but like Acrimony was definitely a movie where it needed to be done right because it was good.
It was good.
It
It
was
was
just
so
the
good up
end
until the boat.
like, I like the whole definition things, like when you give you different parts of it, you give you the definition of the different words, and I was like, okay, I was locked in.
Yeah, it's a good. It keeps you on your feet,
It
and it
does.
keeps you at the edge of your seat until the end, where it's like, get your ass up because you're going home, and we didn't tell you exactly how this is gonna happen. Just kind of finished it.
Yeah, just
kind of like, all right,
rushed.
very rushed for no reason.
Well, my question from that
Okay.
is, Would you wait for a man to get his career off the ground and hold him down? Or do you ditch his ass? I mean, he ain't doing nothing in the house. He ain't helping. He ain't working. He ain't trying to work. He not trying to do nothing. Okay, he just really in hopes that he either gonna get this dream job or this invention is gonna work. I swear to you, it's gonna work. Every year, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
That lady was married to him for 18 years. 18 years.
18 years.
You saw him. What's that Kanye song? Listen, 18 years of holding somebody down. No job. You the breadwinner. What you doing? Which one you picking?
I'm not picking. I'm just kidding. I personally, at this point in my life, I'm not at that point to wait for that. I would love to be that person. I think in theory, I would love to be that person to be like, hey, I'm gonna wait for you. But if I am, the love has to be really good. Like, and I'm not just talking about the sex. I'm saying the love. The love has to be really good, because I think that is the only reason why you stay in a relationship like that is because you truly love someone. And so I have never experienced love, so I'm gonna go ahead and say no, I've never been in love. So I can't.
Girl,
I can't.
You know Riri the matchmaker? Are you crazy?
Hook it up then. What's up? But sorry. I can't really sit here and be like, okay, the love is that good where I'm gonna sit and stay, and especially for 18 years and be like, okay, and nothing happens. Like, I'm gonna have to be like, what are you doing? Like, I need some movement. I need some growth. I need some kind of leg in front of the other. Like, if nothing's happening, nothing at all, nothing's happening. Nothing.
Right. Like, you've been sending letters to these jobs. Like how he was sending the letter.
You know?
Every year he was calling.
And I see the effort.
Yeah.
I see the effort. So I give him an A for that. I give him an A for that.
I don't. You wanna know why? Okay. Because it was only one place. He just wanted to, like, he was sure that this battery was going to work for this one company. You did not try any other ones. You did not send letters to other ones. Yeah. It was just this one.
You said just the one.
And I think for me, I'm not going to lie. I done been dumb. We've all been dumb at some point, okay? Well, we like somebody so much and we ignore so many different things about them.
Yeah.
And I can't sit here and say, like, I wouldn't hold nobody down because I haven't yet.
I haven't had the need to.
But
either.
I can't say that I wouldn't. But maybe not for that length of time, because I catch on to bullshit.
Real quick.
So I don't think that
18 years. That's what I'm saying. The love had to have been like you know. And if I remember correctly, the movie, like, they were like, what, high school sweethearts, like,
yeah,
right. So the love.
Right? Well, I guess they met in high school. Yeah.
So the love was really something like, this is all I've ever known. Like, you know, this is it. I personally can't say that I'm gonna stick around for that. Again, like, I'm not in that place in my life where I can see it happening. But then I'm also like, it's kind of sucks, because technically I want someone to do the same thing for me, right? Like, you know, like, I would want someone to be like, okay, Ray, you're following your dreams and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I need you to stick around for that. But I would say, like, you have to be doing something else. Like, you can't just be doing this.
Right.
Like, your energies have to be split in a way where you're still bringing something to the table. Like, I can't just support you and just your dream, especially if I've had to put mine on hold to make yours work.
Oh, definitely.
Like, you know, that can't happen for me. Like, you know, and I don't know if that's selfish, and maybe it is, but I'm going to be selfish in the season and say I can't do that. Like, you know, now if the love was monumental, and it was worth it, and I knew for sure that, like, this is the man I'm going to end up with, and this is going to work. I believe in his stuff so much. I know this is going to bring something back. Yeah. Then, okay, maybe.
If I believe in it that much.
Right.
She didn't even seem like she believed in it for real. She was just like, can you just give it up and get a job?
Right. Can you just do this? You know?
It's not working.
It's not working. And I think what happened in that movie, like I may have gone just as crazy as she did though. Like even though she left, like the fact that she stayed for 18 years.
Yeah.
The fact that she was through that entire process.
And then he married.
And then he goes
the
off.
girl that he cheated on her with.
Exactly.
When they were kids.
Exactly.
I think what would make me angry is the fact that when he had cheated on her with that girl, she ruptured her ovaries. So to see him marry the person that he cheated on you with when you were in high school,
right?
This is the reason why I can't have kids.
Exactly.
You know, and she has my whole life now.
Exactly.
So,
the whole life that I sat and watched you and stood by you,
right,
throughout all the bad. She comes and reaps my benefits.
Right.
No, yes.
She was like, that's supposed to be my ring.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I kind of understood. I know the movie was crazy, but I couldn't say I did not understand where she was coming from. Because it really is like, yeah, you worked for this, like, you know, but I was there for you that entire time. I supported you that entire time. I stayed with you that entire time. Right. All of that. So for you to like then go and be with someone and pretend like I wasn't there. Right. But then he did give her money.
I was about to say, he gave her $10 million.
Okay, no.
He gave her a $10 million check.
Right. So then I think after that part, after I saw the check happen, then I thought she kind of went a little crazy. Because I was like, okay, well, he paid you out.
Like you obsessed.
Right. He paid you out. He gave you what, like he said, okay, this is what you did.
Apartment. Go get an apartment next door to his.
Right. Like, you know.
Get you a husband.
So, and then that's when it started getting a little psychotically crazy. And I was like, all right, now you're greedy. Because actually you didn't make this. Like he did make it. But he gave you what he gave you. So now you're doing a lot.
And then she had like every right to feel like he was cheating on her. Like when she found the wallet in his truck. How sloppy do you have to be? Men can be so sloppy.
They are not the slickest ones, I can tell you. They are not slick at all.
Oh my gosh.
They're so careless with their cheating. It makes no sense. They say women are better at cheaters. It's just we pay more attention.
Yeah.
It's just simple things.
Yeah.
It's just simple things that
we
y'all
know
do.
We can cover our tracks better than a man can.
And it just makes no sense how y'all haven't caught on by now. Yeah. How to just cover simple tracks. I just don't understand.
Like, if you're going to cheat on me, don't let me find out.
Just don't let me find out.
Respect me enough to just at least try to cover it.
Don't even cheat on me.
Don't do that. But if you will.
Break up with me.
Don't cheat on me at all. Because then you want to die. But if you just so happen to tumble into some vagina, just make sure I don't find out.
And I will find out.
Because then you're going to die. I'm going to find out.
I'm going to find out.
I'm detective. I'm what? CSI. Special detective.
I'm finding it all out.
I'm finding it all out.
So just don't do it. But it baffles me how bad they are at doing. Because it'd be the simplest thing. It'd be the simplest thing.
So I saw on Twitter one of these days, and it was like save they name as the settings. As the settings. But I'm like, what if the settings calls you though?
Exactly.
Then what?
Exactly.
I wish it had an option to where you can turn off people's calls.
Can't you?
And just have them text you. Like only allow them to be able to text you.
You put them on like do not disturb, like them specifically.
Apple needs to have that. Like give me an option to where only certain people can FaceTime me, call me, text me, or vice versa. Like however I want to do it.
Apple,
like,
we trying to run some things over here. So listen, can you
and don't steal my idea. Break me off some bread. Just remember this. What's today?
Break me up.
May 21st.
Break it off because we need these features because, you know, it'll help a lot of people. So. Yeah. Just throwing that out there. Just
write me a $10 million check.
Just saying.
I can flip that. Okay. That's all I need. Sometimes I just be sitting here and I be like, you know what? Just take care of my troubles, money. Anybody who say money don't buy you happiness is crazy out their mind. I feel like I'd be 10 times more happier if I had a little bit more money in my bank account.
What did Ariana Grande say? She said, what if money doesn't buy you happiness, then you don't have enough of it. Like
right.
Like you're not rich enough.
You're not rich enough. Okay, I'm trying to be on that level.
Right. Obviously, you're not rich enough. If you're not happy with this money, you're not rich enough. Work harder.
Not rich enough. Work harder.
Work harder.
Period. Acrimony. Trash. At the end. Tyler Perry, do better.
Do better. Do better in a lot of things. I know this like. In general, like I'm very proud of you, Tyler Perry, for opening up that studio. It looks beautiful definitely. And everyone uses it. I applaud you for that. But these shows you got on BET Plus, my guy, please stop.
I haven't even seen it.
Don't.
I haven't even seen it.
Don't. Like, it's kind of ridiculous and terrifying. Like, I'm all for a little murder. My favorite show is How to Get Away with Murder.
Ooh, that's my show.
Did you finish it?
I did. What season is it on?
It's over. The season finale happened. I mean, the series finale happened like last week.
Wait. Okay, so this is season 4? Isn't it 4 seasons or 5?
6 seasons.
Oh,
I think this is the 6th season.
Oh, girl, I'm behind, honey.
Yeah, you behind.
I think
you gotta.
No, you know why I stopped watching it? I stopped watching it when I stopped really watching it when what's his name? Wes.
Yeah. When he died.
When Wes died? Girl, I stopped watching it. He was my favorite one. He was
my
cute.
Favorite one. He's so beautiful. His heart was so big.
My God.
I really wrote a letter to Shonda Rhimes after that because I just really didn't understand why she had to do that. Like, you didn't have to do that.
All the other cast members.
Everybody.
But they did it on purpose.
They did it on purpose. You know, it does get better. I thought it was going to end with him. Mm-hmm. And it's a good show to still watch after he's gone. And so I'm not going to say anything more because it just ended and I think you should watch the rest. So have fun with that.
Oh,
but
okay, now I feel like I gotta watch.
It's really good
because I watched the season after he died. Like I watched that whole season after.
Okay,
and then I was like, it's still good.
It's still good, but it's missing. It's missing the love part, the lovey-dovey part, which is Wes's character. He was so beautiful, so cute, and just so like. And he made you feel like.
Does he even have an Instagram?
No.
That's what I think. That's what I thought. Yeah,
you can't even stalk him.
Oh my God, I would so stalk him.
Like
you know who I've been liking lately? Who? What is his name?
The one who's on there too?
No.
Okay.
He's on. He's in that movie that just came out on Netflix, and it's like him. It's the cover of him riding a bike. And it's called something. Oh my God, the black. He's dark skinned.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of he always plays this weird character. I forgot his name. I just followed him on Instagram because I was like, who is he?
Lakeith Stanfield.
No, girl, I love him.
I'm like, we could go all night with this one. If you say Lakeith, we just go ahead and just end it right here.
Let me tell you something. First of all, that is my man.
That man.
That's my man.
He's so beautiful. No, Lakeith, if you ever
I thought I was the only one. I was like, Lord, if you just whisper in his ear, just say Brianna. Just he's just so beautiful. He's just so his whole everything, his whole personality. He's
just slurp him up.
Everything.
Lakeith, what's up, sir?
Oh, I love him. I love the weirdness. I love
his awkwardness.
It's something about like awkward men.
Yeah, awkward black men.
Oh my God.
Because the awkward other
the
ones
who are a little weird. The ones who are just like, they be in their own little zone.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to read your book. Like, what's up? I'm trying to. You a mystery. I'm here. I'm a detective. Let's go.
Like, I'm gonna figure out who the other one is that I'm thinking about because somebody know what I'm talking about, and I cannot think of that movie because I just watched it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to come back and just
when you find it, we'll revisit. We'll revisit. Still thinking about chucking off Lakeith, you know.
I just want to see. I am done.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'll be so mad if he was in a relationship.
He is in a relationship and got a kid. And they're actually cute. They're like a little black love couple.
No.
Yes. So I can't thirst too much, but it's not like.
You know who else I like?
Who?
I've had a crush on him for as long as I can remember.
Who?
Mac Wild.
90210 Daddy. Oh my gosh. That man just got married.
I know. Girl, it had a baby. And kept it quiet.
And just, they always keeping it quiet.
1 minute, you see a post of some abs and stuff. The next minute, you see a post of a baby in a stroller. I don't understand. Why?
And I just, is that the move right now?
Why are you moving on? Why are these people moving on and getting relationships?
This took a turn. We were having fun. Now I'm like, they are all in relationships.
Okay.
Beautiful, gorgeous.
Everybody's in this is relationship season.
This is relationship season. It is indeed.
Listen,
everybody booing up.
Okay, boo that. Okay,
bottom.
Say boo up. Yes, I'm enjoying my little time. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, you ain't gotta know who. You ain't got to know where. You got to know nothing. Just I'm enjoying my quarantine.
Just enjoying your quarantine.
That's it. Period.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yes.
We had a lovely discussion.
Yes.
Okay. Dang, we talked. We talked.
We talked.
We talked.
We talking.
Girl, we talked for a minute, girl.
We talked.
Yes. Okay, so really quick.
Yes.
Give everybody the rundown again of where they can find you. Anything you want to plug. Anything coming up.
Nothing's coming up. I am in quarantine till August, unfortunately. So you can find your girl on the internet, which is where I will be until the quarantine is over. And you can find me at my personal Instagram at Raise. That's RAES. You can find me everything there: Twitter, Snapchat, the internet, like raise.com. You can also find my business, The Candidex. That's TheCandex on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, the internet, everywhere at those two. So that's where you can find me. I just started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So you can go
subscribe. Let me subscribe.
Please subscribe to my one video that I have there.
I'm planning on starting mine soon.
You should.
I'm just trying to figure out what direction I want to go in.
Just put something up there.
Well, yeah, but I also wanted to have a direction because I feel like if you just do that and you don't know what direction you want it to go in, you're just gonna be posting every now and then.
Yeah, like
and I want to
like me right now.
Yeah, I want mine to be kind of like more because I'm a talker, so I kind of want it to be more on the side of like, talkative videos where I'm like teaching people how to do stuff because I know a lot of stuff that people don't know. They probably want some, tips, some insights from somebody their age, stuff like that. So, I mean, all the way down, even if I got to tell somebody how to start a podcast,
honestly,
in one video,
right?
Or whatever the case is. But I want mine to be kind of that direction as far as. But I want like multiple channels, so I want like a vlog one because my life be lit. Okay, I be doing stuff before this quarantine.
Before this quarantine, y'all, the life was lit.
Yes, the life was lit.
Litty titty to the max.
And I always be places, and I always be having something going on.
It's always fun. But then quarantine happened, and now we just look at our memories.
It's okay, because I can still do vlogs on quarantine.
Right.
Okay.
Wake up, like, what's up?
See me walking around my house.
All day. See me outside. I went to the grocery store.
Look, I went to the grocery store.
I'm here. You're here. This is an adventure.
I sat in the front yard today.
I had a picnic with myself.
Okay, I had breakfast in the front yard that one day, and it was like, so I gotta do that again. Ooh, girl, I got some Cold Stone waiting on me at home.
Oh my god. I'm like, Cold Stones. I may go to this Ethiopian place up the street.
Ooh, girl. Okay.
We may run some things. 'Cause I'm in LA.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in per usual. For always being with me. Everybody who listens, supports. I love y'all. Follow me at thequeenpen.pod. And I am out of here because I'm done talking to y'all.
And we're done.
Okay.
We're off the air.
Bye.
Bye.